Hello everybody, Dr. Doyle here. I just wanted to provide an example of how you might draw the free body diagrams requested for this phase of the project. So in this example, I am using the spinning bridge obstacle, which I found just by watching a few clips on YouTube of some American Ninja Warrior clips. And I thought this one looked like a good one to try and draw free body diagrams for. And so here it is. It's just these balls that spin on each other, suspended by cables, and the contestant tries to run across or jump across. So I'm going to use this image that I found with a contestant making contact with the obstacle to draw my free body diagram. So I'm going to go ahead and load this up on a different screen so we can get started. Okay, so here is my contestant on the spinning bridge, and I would like to be able to draw a free body diagram. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm using an iPad, so you may not be able to do this, and that's fine. You can just sketch. But I'm going to go ahead and sketch the obstacle and the contestant together as one body, and that is going to be this blue. So there's the obstacle, and here is my representation of the contestant, okay? And I'm going to quickly, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's try that again. Make a copy of this. See if that worked. Close enough. Okay, so he's missing his head. I can draw his head back in here. And so I'm going to use this representation down here in a minute. I guess he's missing this arm too, to draw my free body diagram. But I'm going to come back up to this image first. I'm going to mark the spots here where this body, my blue body, is interacting with other forces, right? So I know that it's happening here where the obstacle, the spinning bridge, is being held by a cable, and then it's happening on the other side for the same reason, right? So if I come down here and I draw, let me erase this because that's, whoops, too much erasing. If I, pretend this is not here. If I draw a free body diagram of the contestant and the obstacle together in this particular position that I have taken a snapshot from, then what this is going to look like is I'm going to have the tension. So I'm going to label this. I'm going to call this tension 1. And then I have a tension on the other side. And then I have the weight of, I'm going to call this the obstacle. And then I have the weight of the contestant. Okay, so there's my free body diagram for the contestant and the obstacle together. What if I wanted to draw a free body diagram of just the obstacle? Which is really what this phase of the project is asking you to do. If I was drawing just the obstacle, I would have a representation of the obstacle. In this point, it's the swinging bridge, the spinning bridge. I would have my force, tension 1, my force, tension 2, the weight of the obstacle itself, and then I'm going to go back up to the contestant and the obstacle and look, we have another connection here between what is left of my body and something else. In this case, it is the contestant. So there is a normal force here, or a weight force from the contestant. And so I'm going to draw this as normal from the contestant. Okay. So this is really what we're asking you to do in this phase of the project, but I'm just going a little bit further so you can think about this. Because now I can draw a free body diagram of the contestant. And so I am going to have a representation here of the contestant, looking like a crazy stick figure. Leg up. That was close, Dr. Doyle, but not quite. How about like this? There, that's a little bit better. And I am going to have the weight of the contestant, and I'm going to have that normal force from the obstacle onto the contestant. And that is the only place that the contestant is interacting with anything external to his body if we're looking at just his body. Okay, so all of his weight, this is where you can begin to think about what type of, what this is testing on the contestant. All of the weight is on this toe or foot as he is running across, okay? So what does that do to his body as he's trying to make it across the spinning bridge? Okay, so there's an example of drawing the free body diagrams. We've asked you to try a particular obstacle to look for 2 different moments in time when you need to draw the free body diagram. So maybe you draw the free body diagram next once the contestant has left this obstacle. What does the free body diagram for that obstacle then look like when there's no contestant on it, as an example? All right, I hope you found this helpful, and as always, please let us know if you have any questions.